Also, y'all are wild as hell. That's all I really get. That's all I really have to say.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, Drifter, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. How you doing? Tox, Justin, Icarus, Vaughn, welcome in. Vez, welcome in. God damn it. Also, fuck. Falcon, how you doing? His magic hair changing powers now. Yeah, sure. We'll just add that. We'll just add that to the list of random ass abilities I just fucking pop into existence with. My lore page is basically a goddamn community forum at this point. You can grow his hair in the blink of an eye. That's not how that works, sir. Phantom hair. Yeah, what's up, Justin? Wait, if he becomes bald. Y'all are killing me. Let me... Your lore page is just a Wikipedia article. Apparent fucking Lee. Apparent fucking Lee. Also, because I was busy throughout the week, my brain was all over the place. I have to make this one thing that I thought was already here, but it was not. That's already a thing in this game, or at least I thought I already made it. Turns out that is not the case. Give me a second to get all this in order. Do that. Thank you over here. Also, my game still has that issue where if I try to load the universe modes, it just fucking clocks out. So that's weird. At least the last one I touched was the one I'm trying to use, so. Yeah, shit exists. Also, if you're wondering why it's just kind of silent with no music, I'm slowly realizing more and more as I'm using 2K26 that it makes my PC run a little bit hot. So I gotta kind of limit what I'm using. So in the opening, I'm like using Spotify, but as I boot up the game and probably get into the show, I'll have to tamper it. And then later into the show, I'll bring it back. If that helps to stop... This helps to stave off the crashing. It's probably what I'm gonna have to do. At least until I can get a better one. Because the idea was to get a better PC, but I'm gonna be honest, the price of that is really dragging me up a wall. Goddamn RAM prices are killing me. So I gotta set up this stuff. So it's a PC and a fish tank for cooling during the stream. I think that's a bad idea. I don't know why, but something in my gut just says that's not a good idea. And I might be liable to trust the thing in my gut. Does that sound wild? A little bit, but you know. PC in the freezer stream when? Y'all are fucking. Y'all wild. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can try to get a better PC. Just so I don't have to deal with shit crashing when I'm trying to host the show. Because I know the game itself is not exactly the best optimized at all. But the PC freezes are just kind of... I just kind of have to hold that. That's more on my side. Now, if only I can get a custom build that won't run me of everything in my goddamn pockets before fucking classes start, which is the main problem. No. And you, those two together. Then these are the one-on-one matches. We need you. And we need you. So that's final. This one is going to be the Dragonheart title. Funny enough, a little bit behind the scenes, I kind of hope this tournament would end differently. The Dragonheart title tournament specifically. Do I have plans later on? Yes. Do I kind of wish it just happened naturally? Also, yes. That's the thing when you're using 2K as a engine for this stuff. It's kind of just whatever. In the main event, Bully Boy versus Riki Boy. Buys an entire extra AC unit just to cool the PC. I've returned from ads. Welcome back. Let me do this one thing before we get this started.
I'm really feeling it!
We're almost starting the show. Don't worry now. There's one last thing I have to check to make sure we're really underway. Also, I am sorry for doing this. I should have had this done like earlier in the week so we could just get the show started and everything, but yeah. You guys usually know how hectic my weeks end up being. I'm pretty sure I talked about them ad nauseum before. This week went by quick as hell. Yeah. I think a lot of people... What's wild is this week really did just fucking blitz right past. Like, I thought there would be at least one slow day. No, the whole week is gone. And I'm not even sure if it's just because, like, shit went wrong or fucking just big things happened. Feels like it should be Wednesday. Yeah. It honestly should have. Alright. So, let me move this out of the way. I already know the back of my PC is gonna be hot as shit. Yo, what's up, back up? We're just setting up some small stuff before we get started. A little bit of a mess this week. More than usual. Week went by faster than minutes up now the Gaza. Crazy. Is there something I'm forgetting? I don't think so. But my brain's in blue screen. I think the smoke from Canada has just kind of been making everyone feel hazy as shit. Like, I have to believe that's the case, dog. Because, like, there are slow weeks, there are fast weeks. This has just felt like it fucking... Just my brain was offline for too long. Maybe I spent too much time outside. I had to, like, mail something earlier. So that's... yeah. This whole week has felt like just fucking fast forwarded. Way too much. Even right now, I'm still trying to fucking do stuff. My brain keeps stopping me dead in my tracks. This week has more speed than in Reverse Flash.
Emotional damage!
Hey. Alright. Let me play the music just for this opening section. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for... Fuck my brain. Alright, well, it's time for... Matches! Wrestling! Men smacking meat, women smacking meat, everybody smacking meat. Unless they're made of metal, then smacking metal. But we'll get to that when we get to that. It's time for stroke hours. That sounds crazy out of context, I'm gonna be honest. That sounds wild as shit. Alright. Mystery meat unboxing. No. Alright, but like I said, or like was posted earlier in Discord, match card for this week. It's gonna be a few multi-man matches. We're gonna watch some Smack and Beat later. Crazy. Brain stroke, not yellow shmurdas. Steak grilling hours. In the first match, we have a fatal four-way dance. Mason Miles, Mechagodzilla, Pimp Kane, and Damian Havoc go out in the fatal four-way. All four men, a part of the D1 tournament, are eliminated at one point or another. This is a big chance for someone to get their momentum back under their feet. Lady Crow and Knight and Karina Cortez in the opposite, or in the count? I don't want to say counters, but the opposite side of it. I know there's a word for that I'm forgetting. Lady Girl and Knight, Karina Cortez, all in the women's D1 #1 contendership tournament, all eliminated, but triple threat match set up. The three-way dance, as we like to call it here. Goes can get pretty hectic. Speaking of three-way dance, we have 2 for 1 show tonight. Hinoka Ryoga, Yuno, and Onyx Kane. Triple threat of their own magnitude coming on third match. Fourth match, Kenta Tanaka, Bradley Ralph, and Mountain Lax. All competitors for that World Heavyweight Championship, all eliminated at one point or another. It is going to be their chance to see if they can step it up, maybe get some extra momentum after the champions are crowned. Fifth match, Kabara and Ignorance in the finals of the women's D1 #1 contendership tournament. Go one-on-one to see who will challenge Velvet Dove for that Dragon Heart title. I know I say Dragonheart and D1 and I use them back and forth. I didn't mean it, but fuck. Hey guys, welcome to the graveyard. Time to do mystery meat unboxing. It's crazy. It's just me, or does Damien Havoc sound like the name of someone who would be the cousin of Damien Priest? It does. It does. Like, I'm not even joking. It really does. It really does. The other side of the spectrum. Thank you. Thank you, Justin. My brain was struggling to say those words. In our fifth match, we got Kobara taking on Ignorance to see who comes out the #1 contender of the women's Dragonheart title #1 contendership tournament. Will Ospreay and Nathan Mercer go one-on-one for the men's Dragonheart championship in the final of that tournament. Gene Kelly versus V in the finals of the women's world championship #1 contendership tournament. The winner of this match will face Velvet, once again, for the World Women's Championship. And in our main event, fuck, I forgot to put the title on the line for it. Give me a second. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I'm glad I did this little circle back before we started the show. That would have been terrible. In our main event, we have Bulldozer going one-on-one with Riku Nakamura, the DKW's god of professional wrestling, versus the Blood Prince himself, all for that World Heavyweight Championship. Last week, there was chaos. Earlier today, if you were paying attention to the Discord and EFED News, you might have seen a little bit of coverage. I had to do some damage control to make sure we had a main event for tonight, because I think after, you know, the sudden siren song and both guys trying to kill each other after the show, I had to make sure we got a main event. So, if at any point before that bell, either man tries to lay a finger on each other, the match is off. Straight up off. We're gonna hope that ensures a main event and an actual champion. After the bell, fucking swing your hearts out, but not before we crown a champion at the very least. I swear this, if shit like this keeps happening, I'm gonna end up looking like Adam Pearce. Chrome dome and all. And before you say, no, I still have hair on this model. I just tied it back. It would have been the worst mistake ever. Could have put the belt on them in the game after the show. Not fair. It's a wig. It is not a wig. Cut that shit the fuck out. Oh! All said, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get the matches ready for tonight. Our first match. Fatal 4-way dance. Pimp Kane, Mason Miles, Mecha Godzilla, and Damien Havoc. Yeah, let's say it then, Shaq. I will fight you. Let's get down to ringside. I'm glad the song ended there. That was a beautiful transition. Hey, now Shaq is a wonderful person. You cannot pivot like that after saying someone got less hair than Shaq. Don't even try that. We are in Trenton, New Jersey. Wow, we are not that far from... Let me not say that out loud. It's so damn bald. See, that's why you can't just backpedal like that.
The following contest is an elimination match.
Is the audio? Okay, yeah, the audio is fine. It just wasn't like one of the first ones for some reason.
The King, Mason Miles.
Mason Miles, we saw him get very close to that D1 final D1 final? Dragonheart final. Could have been one of the two men competing for that belt, but due to a last-second slip-up, just barely, that win, that chance to compete for the belt, went right through his fingers. Now, well, got less hair than Pierce. He still has hair. I'm killing you. I'm feeding you to Mecha Godzilla. I'm sending you to Mecha Godzilla. You know what? Mecha. Yeah, you see me. Come here. I need you to go after Icarus. I need you to go get him. Go get him. Sniff him out. Go get him. These SpongeBob ball chat is a redeem. I'm fighting you. Saw a video where Shaq walked into a Walmart or something and bought some random kid a bike. Honestly, that's nice. Shaq is a good dude. Mecha Godzilla. He got eliminated in the first round. First round of the tournament, he was a mystery competitor, made his debut. Had a good match against Mason Miles, but was not able to go forward in the bracket. Was stopped right there in his tracks. We're gonna try to bounce back from that. Red glowing eyes. Ominous nature. Oh, this.
And from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 330 pounds.
Y'all ready to hop aboard? Because I think there's a whole train coming through. God, I can't believe I said that Monday. Pimp Kane. There ain't no way for me to put this. This is a competitor. Mans likes his hoes, man. That's all I can say. Mans just likes his hoes. Also one where he saw a mom and her son getting groceries. He walked over and just inserted his card and paid for everything and proceeded to go on about his day. Well, that's a shift in the crowd. As he should like his hoes, gardening is a very important thing. Yeah, you know, he's a very big gardener, you know? He's a very big gardening man, gotta say. I've never seen ripe tomatoes. I'm not good at gardening, but like he had a whole just ripest tomatoes you ever see. Plump and everything. It's impressive. And don't even get me started on the peaches he grows. Havoc, please don't turn around when I say peaches. Damien Havoc making his way to the ring. I would have to check back. I would check back a little bit at the tournament set. So I do believe Damien Havoc. No, he was taken on the first round by Nathan Mercer. Damien Havoc, Pimp Kane, Mecha Godzilla. all different men who were taken out in that first round of the bracket. Mason being the only one who made it to the second round. Need to sign cocaine and blue cane to DKW, get the whole Infinity Gauntlet of canes. DKW into the cane verse. Yo, something else. I just realized the only person who's not in this match who honestly should be is like Molosi. I wonder what he's doing. I think he might be preoccupied with something tonight. Spell rings, all four men. Picking their selective. Don't forget Raising Cane. No. DKW. Y'all is something else. Try to go for, I think Damien Havoc tried to go for an early fall. Got picked off, and now Havoc apparently trying to start a fight with Mason, but caught with a drop kick to the knees. Ow. And a headbutt, breaking up both men. Pip Kane going after Mason Miles. Mason with a well-placed elbow to break that up. And immediately a hammer gets brought out. Kane's some dragon. I'm losing it. Why? Meteora. If I had to guess, Molosi is off somewhere terrorizing someone. Probably. And Mechagodzilla threw a trash can in the ring. Havoc was about to back body drop Mason into the trash can. Oh, wow. Oh. Gotta go for something. Havoc goes around the back. Back body drop. Connects on the outside. Swinging neck breaker. Super. Oh, yep. Okay. Tries to go for a leg drop. Mason moves out of the way. Meteora. Damn. Running Meteora. To Pip Kick. Headbutt from Godzilla. All right. Insert Elmo with the word chaos in a on it gif there for this match. Yeah. Wait a minute, roll up from Havoc. Kick out. There should not be a count out. Oh, is that for a pinfall? I hope it was. Because this match shouldn't have a count out. It's a fatal four-way. Tries to go for a discus forearm, gets broken up. Hold on. Mechagodzilla coming in. Swinging. Let's go for overhead shot. Mason runs in, close the distance with a jab. Uses those ropes. Poison Rana, no. Gets sidestep, kick straight to the chest. Yeah, game is bad about having countouts for multi-man matches this year for some reason. Oh, for the love of God. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I turned it off. At least it's elimination. Why the fuck are the countouts in a fatal four-way match? Like, who's delusional enough? There's no one even outside. Oh! Oh, okay. Tacks are introduced. Tacks are introduced. And I mean, if it's any oh, tries to go for a running back elbow, misses. I was gonna say, if it's any consolation, the person who probably is in the best place to avoid getting tacks in their spine is probably Mason on account of that vest. Superman punch. Mason picks up Havoc. Irish whip, no. Havoc reverses, sends Mason to the northeast corner. What'd you do if you a 5'8", 125-pound quarterback tasked with tackling? Oh God, OBS is dying.
Show me what you do now.
Okay, I think OBS was legitimately shitting the bed there for a second. Goddamn. I don't even know if that was a sound bit. We're alive, okay. Because I saw OBS on my side get real choppy. Kick out of 2. I broke the Benz was tearing OBS apart. OBS ain't even in this match, but it's dying all the same. Face first into that corner. Going elbow. Wait a minute. Oh! I think he landed on the hammer. Now just cranking the head and neck. Lateral press. Using the ropes for extra support. Still a kick out before 1. Havoc immediately. Try to capitalize on that. Wait a minute, Pimp Kane. Oh! I don't know what to call that. And now, there goes the light tube. Look at the leg. Damien Havoc trying to take Mason out of this, but no. Did he just throw a football? Wait a minute, Mason runs interference. Mushroom stop. Damien runs in with the knee. Yep, the light tube was back of Mason's head. I can only imagine lacerations. Mason gets out of dodge. Oh! Pimp Kane going for some. Oh! Wait, Mason targeting Pimp Kane. Turning every single competitor into this match. Goes over the back. Heel kick. Drop kick to keep Pimp Kane down. Mason running the ring right now. Shoots off the top. Corkscrew senton. Going for the pin. Count of 2. First man out. Pimp Kane. And I know the ref's hand is... why would you do that into the tax? That was so much worse for you. Standard suplex, trying to go for it. Mason gets down. I think Mecha Godzilla helped a little bit with that. But Godzilla, neck breaker. Mason rolls out of the ring. Oh! That went from down below. What the fuck? He swung that hammer low. Why did you? Man's just trying to end his family line. Why would you do such a thing? And now, oh! Leaped over Havoc, took out. What? Leaped over Havoc, took out Godzilla, went out, gets more tax. Please don't stand in the way. Mason, don't stand in the way.
Oh, son of a bitch!
That was accurate. Oh, tries to throw Havoc. Misses the pounce. Havoc tries to go for a chop, gets sidestepped. This man just took metal, shiny metal ass to the face. Okay. Ref. Oh, you lucky he caught that. Light tube over the back of Godzilla's head. Super kick on Havoc. Into the tax. Hook at a far leg. Ref, your hand is on tax. That's 3. Havoc's jaw is fucking gone after that sledgehammer spot. Good God. 2 men remain in this match. Mason hops out of the ring. Mechagodzilla intercepts. Goes around back. Side Russian leg sweep. Stop to the thigh. And now Godzilla will be looking for a count out. No, decides to go top rope. Mason gets into the ring. Godzilla spills out to nothing. Mechagoji spills. In the ring, both men. European uppercut lands him on the tax. Took a second to reposition himself. We're gonna leg again. We got two. And Mason Miles leaves this match as the last man standing. The fuck is that sound? Fuck, they enjoyed using the tax, didn't they? Can we get Damien Havoc checked? Because I feel like after that sledgehammer between the legs, I just feel like we gotta make sure he's okay. There is a tack in that man's throat. Congratulations to I was about to say Taxon Miles. All right, Mason Miles on the win. Fuck, dude. All right, next match. Triple threat and night. Lady Crow and Karina Cortez. Whole lot of ass. The story of the story of this trio, much like the last match. Lady Crow eliminated in round 2 by ignorance. Speaking of Lady Crow. Watching AI versus AI match with Bulldozer this year, and you did a God's Wrath, the stomp to someone onto the tax. Good God.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making her way to the ring from the other side of darkness.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Crow was in the number 1 contendership tournament, excuse me, for the Women's Dragon Heart Championship. Didn't exactly go the way Lady Crow wanted. She made it past the first round, but ultimately got cut off in the second when it came to facing Lady Ignorance. Both of them went going back and forth. So eventually Ignorance took the win. So close to getting that number 1 contendership match, but ultimately got undercut. Then she undo her buns. What?
And her opponents, first,
And Knight came in as a surprise debut into number 1 contendership tournament for the Women's Dragonheart Championship. Went one-on-one with Amaya Knight. Put up a hell of a match, a hell of a fighting front. An unexpected win came from Amaya Knight that round to advance her to the second round. I can tell you, a lot of people were very shocked. Shocked by the results of that match. But here she has a chance to maybe gain some extra momentum from that first round loss in the tournament, maybe build herself up. The number 1 contendership match will be later tonight, but I can imagine Payne keeps her eyes out, maybe keeps her record up a little bit. She could be next up to take that title, or at least a match for the title. Taking the title is a different situation entirely.
and from Vega Baja, Puerto Rico, the Superstar.
No, I told the announcer to say the superstar every time he can't pronounce someone's name, but I don't think Karina Cortez is that hard of a name to pronounce. I think he's just being lazy at this point. Karina Cortez been in DKW for a long time. Had her first round match against Lady Crow. I can tell you right now, Karina would get eliminated in that first round of the tournament. I'm looking for the other dragon. Oh, the other dragon was here. I don't know if he's just fox dodging today. He was definitely here, though. Where's the dragon? I need something from him. He was just here. I think he might have left through one of the back doors. Got the match underway. The other members of the Dragon Heart tournament who were eliminated early on, Haley Niles, Jackie Parker, and, well, Amaya Knight was also a member, but not in this match. This match focused on these three women. Slate Crow tried. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on. I actually gotta wait a damn minute. Hold on. So after the drop kick landed and said, you know what? I'll just hit a senton. I'll hit a senton on something. I'm gonna hit something. And then proceeded to land directly on Crow. Back to back. I know that shit shot down your fucking spine. Ow! I know that shit hurt. That was a good 5 seconds of collision.
Real Toxic 431 says, what would you do if you heard someone say your name followed by wake up and then felt someone grab your arm, but when you woke up no one was there?
I am immediately grabbing the nearest, sharpest object I can, and I'm patrolling the whole fucking house.
Emotional damage.
I'm patrolling the entire goddamn house because there ain't no way I got ghosts. Like, that was a firm arm on me. I heard wake up. I shot my head up and nobody's there. I'm immediately scanning the entire house. Damn, hook kick to the back of the head. Knee strike from Ando. Rear waist lock from Karina Cortez, forcing Ann Knight into the corner. Stomp to the gut. Now alley-oop bomb. Three-way dance. And anywhere else. Okay, there's the tax. And drop kick to Ann Knight. So when it comes to... Oh, wow. When it comes to Karina Cortez. Wait a minute. Roll up by Karina. Kick out before 1. Tries to go for a springboard moonsault. Hits nothing. And Ann just sitting there with the knees up. Okay. So you're saying you don't play that shit? Not at all. Not at fucking all. I got a whole religious symbol in my room. If that don't work, fuck it. I'm getting a new one. I'm getting a fucking new one. Oh! Head-to-head collision. Tries to go for something. And Knight immediately taking out both women. Last one standing, and now looked like she was going to the top rope, and instead decides to get a weapon from underneath the ring. Did Karina just no-sell a fucking light tube to the spine? There's some high-quality steel thumbtacks, honestly. Oh, damn! That is a and for the love of God, calm down. That is a whole-ass hammer you're trying to kill somebody with. Please. Oh, what? Oh! Triangle suplex hit got a 1. Crow from the top, double axe handle. Elbow drop. Karina brings in a door. I mean, it's smart to keep yourself out of the attacks if you cover them up. All things considered, Karina being pretty smart so far. I can't hate it. And tries to go for a power bomb. Gets countered. Karina hosting Crow onto her shoulders. Women's Dragon Heart division. You find a lot of women who are hungry for it. Try to get the championship reign they want. A spine buster on the table. And I think Anne might have slipped between the crevice of the table and the door. She ran into the door earlier. I apologize. Might have slipped into the crevice, caught a rogue tack or two in her shoulder. And I think the same thing happened to Crow there. While Karina managed to land on the table, evading the spiky ground. Clever ideas from Karina. I'll give her credit with that. Who spilled tacks on the floor? Crow moves out of the way, high angle kick to the gut, aiming for that midsection. Oh! Oh! And now just throwing the table at her. Crow from the top. Big senton on Ann Knight. Look at the far leg. Karina seasoning the woman getting pinned right now. And a kick out of two. Underhanded chop. Super kick to the stomach causes Crow to crumple. I want to know who the fuck put all these bags of tacks under the ring. I don't even know what they're called that. Somehow a kick out. That was Crow. Fisherman's suplex. Oh, the table's out of the way. The table's out of the way. The table's out of the way. The table is out. Oh! I thought she was gonna hit her with the driver. Instead, decides to go with a forearm. Oh, no, elbow, Irish whip. Tries to send Karina to the ropes. Karina reverses. European uppercut. Meets Ann. Karina going up to that middle rope. Double axe handle. Finding the mark. Still focused on Ann. Crow decides, you know what? A little bit more tacks. A little bit more tacks in my match, please. Drop kick on Ann. Karina returns the favor with a drop kick to Crow. Crow, I think, caught some rogue tacks in her arm and shoulder. Driver? I already know her. Karina just swinging at Ann Knight. Ann immediately throws her off. I mean, I hardly fuck. I think somehow you fucking up the joke was funnier. Stop. Hey, is that insulting? I don't think it is. I just, oh god, ow, to the face? Great. That's a door. That is a door. Is that blood on the door? Is that blood on the door? Is that the door break? Who's bleeding? Oh no, but Karina throws Ann north side. Okay, no, that is the door just break. Counter throw Hurricane Rana. Karina Cortez. This is Crow abuse. Karina Cortez is one of those talents that's been on DKW for a long time. Has not seen her opportunity nor chance to really hold a title yet. Still going for it. Still looking for that opening. Try to go for something, but a back elbow from Cortez. Trying to get that first reign. And Knight. I've seen her hold titles before. It's just in DKW seems to be having a little bit of issue finding her ground, but in a match like this where violence is just kind of what you need to do, I think she's excelling pretty well, and then that would leave Lady Crow, who even in her own home promotion of KWF, just has not been able... Oh! Slid her right into Tax. It's not been able to find her opening to even get a win, but over here on DKW has managed to get her first during her debut. So all through... Oh, yup, okay, that's blood. Light tube over the forehead of Cortez. Count of two, but a kick out. Cortez still in this. As Ann driving the face of Crow into the table and attacks. As Ann just assaulting Crow with a garbage can. Goes over to that door. Wants Lady Crow out of this situation, and I think she might be either willing to do it or already did it. Lifted her right back up on her feet. Sends her into the ring. Karina comes in with a combination of hands. Right, left, right, right, left. But a shot to that knee. Floors Cortez. Now Ann stunting a little bit. And now just stomping Cortez out. Censored by the goddamn barricade, but we know what happened. Glass over the head. That was a direct light tube shot. Elbow straight to the jaw. And you know what? I'm calling that Raven's Nest. Yes, I know she's a crow. You know what? No, Murder of the Crow. We're calling that Murder of the Crow. I'm writing, let me write that down! High ankle suplex onto Tax. Cortez gets nothing but silver on the back. That was horribly mistimed. Karina, what happened? Karina, what happened? Karina. Karina, what happened? Okay, that I don't even know what you were going for. Tries to go for a drop kick. Crow rolls out of the way. Both these women going back and forth. Off the ropes, drop kick. Lands Karina back for some more attacks as she kicks back up to the feet. You are absolutely right. Tries to go for a step up and security kick. Karina moves out of the way. Both women. Crow beats her to the mark. Kick to the center of the back. Drops her on the closed table. And now she's got the bag of tacks. Have mercy. Nope. She decides more tacks. Not enough. Not enough for Cortez. And now just choking Cortez out in the corner.
Falcontigger_34 says so. Much. Tax.
You are absolutely correct. Hits the leg drop. No! Karina moves out of the way. Irish whip. Sends her. Southwest. Oh, elbow straight to the face. I think that caught her on the jaw. Goes back. Backdrop. No. Kick to the lower back. Some of those tacks you can see on the lower back. It's like Crow is trying to hammer them into the lower spine. This is impromptu and immoral surgery. As the kick lands Karina on the hammer. Crow. She tried to kill a woman. Okay. Okay, she just tried to kill a woman! As a Michinoku driver lands her on tacks and a table alike. Karina going over to the top front. Splash on the Crow. 1, 2, and that story. Karina Cortez is the last woman standing. Good God. You can see earlier in this match a little bit of the placement of that table might have saved a few spots for these women before they just got covered in tacks and pure fucking pain. Crow tried to catch a body. She really did. She legitimately tried to just bring it down on her face. Good God. You see the frog splash landing right flush on Crow. Pinned her between the weight of Karina's body and the mat coated with tacks. People can boo all they like. This woman here just went through hell and defied death itself. If there's a match that's gonna get you some momentum, I think this is definitely it. Good God almighty. Said, fuck it, if I can't pin you, I'll just kill you. Apparently. Good God. Okay. So really quick to catch our breaths. Okay, so now Twitch is telling me, broadcasting in 1080p, learn. Yeah, I don't need higher stream quality. I think most people are just leaving it at 1080. Red, thank you for the 10 stream streak. How you doing? Funny enough, this next match, it's one of your girls in it. But before we do that, we are going to take red streaking. Chill out with that. Before we move a bit further, we are going to just take a quick break. We're gonna run a quick 3-minute ad break. To some, it might be shorter than 3 minutes. To some, hopefully the limit is 3 minutes. Just to make sure these next 2 matches don't get interrupted, because I really don't need these matches to get interrupted like last episode. So we're gonna run a quick ad break. We'll be right back. For those who do have or do not have subscriptions, it's gonna be all right. It's just quick, let's say like 15 seconds to maybe 3 minutes. We'll make sure everyone's back before we get going to the next match. We just want to make sure these don't get interrupted and I don't have to pause the match halfway through because an ad wants to be a dick and coming out of nowhere. Fuck them ads, am I right? But to those who are sticking around through the ads, thank you very much. Helps me do this, and hopefully it'll help me get a new PC so we can deal with less fucking breakups and I can actually run more stuff in the background while we do this to hopefully up the quality of the show a little bit, because fuck. Also looking at my current PC. Probably going to try to see if I can upgrade it bit by bit, but that's besides the point. Gonna go with a quick ad break. We will be right back after these commercial buffers. For those who did not get ads for some reason, or those who are subscribed, thank you for your continued support. Yeah, you guys understood that. Fuck me. Alright, cool. Let me try that again. Thank you for your continued patronage. It helps. It actually does help a lot. I'm not even joking when I say that. You guys really do help the show actually be a thing. And a little behind the scenes, I've been trying to get into recording segments, like little things back and forth to try and add a little bit of story. I still need to figure out how exactly I want to go about that, though I've gotten some tips from some friends I've asked and some people I know that do this a lot better, other dragons included. And in the EFED news was the first time doing that, which was very odd. I'll try to see if I can do that more, because I know I told a few people this. I have plans to try to do some story stuff concerning Phantom, Danny, and maybe some other characters on the roster. Try to see if I can bolster some story or get something going there. Also, part of it is slightly because part of me wants to try to separate me and Phantom as characters, if that makes sense. It's a lot. My brain, like, I'm going through multiple ways of doing it, but Danny versus Yuno for the ownership of the color scheme, I'm done. I got some for after the main event. Oh. But yeah, there was a part of me that wanted to think, or at least thought of the idea of separating me, Phantom Dragon, from Phantom as a character. I'll make sure to have that saved up for the after the main event. I did actually buy some new card packs. Though Pokemon packs are off the menu for a bit, because fuck me, $15 for a singular pack is crazy. But yeah, I had that idea for a bit of separation between me, Phantom Dragon, and Phantom the character. Though I feel like maybe I'll instead just, I don't know, it's either I'm gonna separate myself and the character to be two separate people lore-wise, or I'm gonna see if I probably will just make somebody else to base the story around. But I have a bunch of ideas spiraling in my head, just kind of back and forth, so I'm gonna see what I can do about that. Right now I'm just mentally thinking about it. I have like general ideas, but Shadow Clone, that wouldn't do much separating as much as it would just kind of go, hey, there's a clone of me. Thank you for the water bomb. But yeah, I was thinking about ideas for that. Part of me wants to do it, the other part of me feels like it might be a bit unnecessary. Like I can just pick somebody else to kind of base stuff around. But I don't know. Shotgun just to be useful as hell IRL. Sure. But yeah, that's a little bit behind the scenes. I'm trying to summarize for people who are watching ads. I'm trying to get into recording some stuff. I got some useful information, some useful tips from other people, including my purple counterpart over there, who's flipping me off. Hey, put your damn finger down. But yeah, I'm trying to see if I can do that. There is a bit of an idea to separate me, the streamer, from the character, Phantom. Oh, boy, if you don't keep your hands. But yeah, there's a bit of that. I'm not sure if I'm really gonna go through with it because it's just a concept right now. But it's a lot of like, if I'm actually gonna do it or leave it on the back burner. It's pretty much just ideas at this point. But yeah, I did want to introduce some new concepts to characters. Mainly because there's a part of me that can't. Should I say that? Should I? There's a part of me that sees Phantom the character kind of as like a weird kind of cross section of stuff. It's like I have things I can do with them, but everything feels a bit limited because it's supposed to be a normal dude. But yeah, I'm rambling. It's just a bunch of like random ideas that are coming to mind that I have to like tamper or kind of think about. So that's pretty much what's going on in my head. Welcome back from ads. By the way, I think I said that already. Then I re-explained myself. But next match, triple threat: Hinoka Ryoga, Yuno, and Onyx Kane. All three women for this one were in the World Women's #1 Contendership Tournament. Onyx Kane and... No, just Onyx Kane. The only women are eliminated in the first round. The second would see Yuno Arai and Hinoka Ryoga get eliminated. Honestly, two favorites that I think a lot of people were gambling on being in the main event. As we get down to ringside. And also, let me do this.
The following is an elimination match. Making her way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, the Superstar.
Hinoka Ryoga. Predictions are already up. Streamer Phantom jumps off Phantom and takes his shoes. That's crazy. I never watched this match from the sidelines. That's interesting. Hinoka Ryoga, a woman that I think a good amount of people who were watching her run thought she would make it to the final. Instead, got kneecapped at the semifinals by V. V, a relative newcomer to the brand. Power for power, it was just straight big meaty women slapping meat. But it ended with V coming out on top and eliminating Hinoka Ryoga. Let's go, Yoga. No, I kind of wish I typed her name as Yoga.
From Tokyo, Japan.
Consider putting Minerva in red and white, both for Bama colors, mainly to differentiate her from Bulldozer. I mean, it would be an interesting color shift. That's one thing I know. But do you know? Do we know? Does that guy in the back know? Does she know? Who knows? And this is Yuno Arai. Yuno Arai, prior DKW Women's World Champion in her own right. Talked about it ad nauseum during the tournament. Found herself eliminated in the semi-finals against one Jean Kelly, who seems to be on her way to try to be the next woman to step up for that Women's World title. Interesting situation playing out there. So that'll be Jean's first time competing for a DKW title at all. We know what? You know that it's, you know.
And from the Navajo Nation, the warrior princess of Nick Kane.
Onyx Kane. Should not be a hard name to say, announcer, but I guess we'll do it. In alternate timeline, it would be Yuno versus Hinoka in the tournament finals. That is true, but it's not the timeline we find ourselves in. Onyx Kane came in, first round match, went one-on-one with V. Did not go her way. Relative newcomer to DKW by way of LAX. I still need to finish those. That's what I forgot. I forgot throughout the week to finish the commands for everyone's E-Feds. Damn it. I need to finish that after the show. I thought I fucking forgot something. Onyx Kane, Hinoka Ryoga. Yuno Arai. All three. Oh, okay. Immediately. Right hook into a backdrop driver. Now Onyx Kane showing a little bit of... Oh, wow. That is an immediate bleeding. Already. Kick out at one. Not before one, but at one. Yuno tries to go for an underhanded chop. Where did Onyx go? Yuno trying to bounce back. Gets power slammed by Onyx. Pounced by Hinoka. Yuno right back up to her feet. Trying to hit the ropes. Hinoka said, nah, I don't want you airborne. If you're going in the air, I'm sending you there. Never mind. You're back. Never mind. Taking it back instead. As Onyx already the first one to bring in some hardware. That is a trash can. You know, countering off both women, but both sides overwhelming her. Onyx goes after Hinoka, back elbow to stun. Overhand chop, no, gets blocked. Forearm, returns the favor. I think you drew a certain ire from Hinoka if you were the first woman to bust her open with 2 feet to the face. Something tells me it's not gonna end well. Super kick to the face. Stuns Onyx in her tracks. Hoists her up above the shoulder. No, Onyx getting back on her feet. Inverted DDT. Enjoy what I've yeeted into your DMs. Oh, you know, running in with that kick. Vaughn, you on some shit, you know? What the fuck? Okay, this is something I need to show. This is something I actually need to show y'all. Cause nah, I'm not keeping this to myself. I'm not doing that. I actually have to show this. I'm not, no. Onyx Kane, I will slap the shit out of you. Ain't no fucking way, dog. What the? Alright, hold on. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. No, don't go goober on me. You know what your ass did. So, Vaughn heard Onyx Kane and sends me this. No, don't go off screen. Fucking stay off screen. Stay on screen, you goddamn PNG. This is what this man sends me. Now she has fan art. I'm losing it. This is what this man sends me. Man says, yo, enjoy what I sent to your DMs. I look down mid-match. I'm about to call out Onyx doing something. I look down and I'm greeted with this. I am greeted with this. Onyx K. My only question is, did you actually Photoshop this when you first heard the name, or did you just have this on reserve? Like, what happened? What is the story behind this? Yes. Oh my god. Man's heard the name and was just like, yeah, I have to share this one. Intrusive thoughts be damned. This is a community thought today. My fucking face hurts. Oh god. Oh, my fucking face hurts. Okay. Okay. My face hurts. Ow.
Emotional damage.
It's wild as hell. Now make it a rock and fire type. Y'all motherfuckers kill me. Alright. Fucking back to the match. As I was gonna say before I got flashbanged by Onyx Kane. Onyx Kane was gonna get a trash can. Crossbody from Minoka. Onyx. That is a far distance. I mean, she would have hit it. She would have hit it. And then got caught with a kick to the head. Right hand. Now, you know, using the ropes to keep Hinoka's face trapped in that corner. Onyx going off on Yuno. Hoists her up on the shoulder. Body slam. That kick to the head. That kick to the head opened up Onyx. She is bleeding right now. As Hinoka throws her over. Yuno immediately gets involved. But Hinoka takes over the ring. Onyx retreating to the outside. Hinoka advancing on Yuno. Irish whip sends her to the northwest corner. Back chop. Right hook from Onyx. Turns her around. Hoists her up. Body slam. That woman is full of body slams. And she gonna use every single one of them. Irish whip sends her over to the corner. Taking a little bit of a break. Runs into the corner. Flip. And got Caught and clipped. Double axe handle. Oh, tries to use the hammer. Hinoka moves out of the way. Double axe handle. Gives her a hand. I was gonna say a hammer of her own, but it's a double axe handle, so that analogy doesn't work. Sending Hinoka into the corner. Back elbow. Okay, see, Onyx was trying to go for an actual, like, hammer shot. Oh, wait a minute. Up and over. Onyx showing off a little bit. Oh, backflip lands on her feet. Goes around back. Showing that elusivity. As a poison Rana. Hooks the far leg on Hinoka. Kick out of one. So early on in this match. Fuck. What did she do to you? The second scissor kick and a split. Hinoka goes after Yuno. Just starts swinging on her. Yuno hits the Famouser. Famouser Rough Rider. Yuno has more kicks than China has people. Honest to God. Hooking a far leg on Hinoka. Trying to take a win. No, kick out of two. Yuno's just taking out frustration on anyone in the ring. Honest to God. Pulled up, kicked the woman and left. My brain is mixed on saying like bitch. Back elbow. Another poison Rana from Onyx. Onyx and Yuno locking eyes. Forearm hits the rope. Headbutt. Onyx, the one woman standing, I think the first time in a minute. She has been the one person controlling the course of this match. Tries to hit a corkscrew kick. Misses it. Yuno says, nah, I'm going to show you what a kick look like. Recoil roundhouse. Now the knee. Why? Hooking a fire leg on Onyx. Trying to get her out of this match. Kick elbow at one. She kicked the woman and she liked it. As Hinoka sends Yuno over, kips right back up to her feet, weaves the grab from Onyx, super kick from Hinoka, running thrust kick from Hinoka, hooks the far leg, one, got two, and Onyx is out of the match, and a spear! Was not gonna let Yuno try jack shit or fuck all with the spear kick out of two. Kick to the gut. No, gets caught. Intercepted elbow. Famouser! Hooks the foreleg. Trying to take the win. Off the Famouser. No! Kick out of two. I mean, I've crashed it out well if I pulled the Roman Reigns and threw my championship match. Shit. Fair. Very much likely. Still pissed off about the KWF Women's Championship. Wrestling. Hey, what's going on, Duck? Stop to the arm. Tries to pull her up. Arm wrench. Shoulder being driven right into the mat. Yuno feeling the tacks on her thighs, the thighs, the calves, and the butt. Apparently, Hinoka does not think that's enough tacks. Twitch won't shut up till I speak on this. Thank you for the 3 stream streak kickers. Oh my god, she tried to throw her out of the ring with that pounce. Overhead shot. Irish whip. Sends Hinoka to the ropes. Ducks under. Catches a clothesline. And that's tacks in her back. Kick to the gut. No, gets countered. Elbow to the thigh. Gets weaved under. Collar and elbow. Both these women going back and forth. Hoists her up on the shoulders. Turns her around. Power bomb. Sit out power bomb from the shoulders. Count of 2. And that does the match. Beat for beat, bar for bar, but in the end, the power bomb took just that little bit too far. That spear, I'm gonna be honest, that I understand why so many people want to use that spear. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I understand why so many people want to use that spear. That is straight up, like, that spear looks nice. That spear looks good.
Here is your winner.
That spear's fucking beautiful. Spear's brutal as fuck, but it looks beautiful as hell. Better than Jay's. Am I hating? Yes. You gonna check me? Congratulations to Noka Ryoga coming out on top of two other competitors. A bit of momentum added to her own corner following her elimination from the tournament. Let's get on to the next match. Not gonna spare any time. Triple threat: Bradley Ralph, Kenta Tanaka, and Mountain Lax. All three of these men, like their female counterparts on the other side of the tournament, all three of these men competed in that DKW World Heavyweight Championship tournament. Weren't able to go all the way to the finals to compete for that title, but each had their individual showcases. Now, this is for the rebound. Wait, I did not do the predictions. Hold on. It was Hanoka Ryoga that won that. Bradley Ralph getting ready in the back.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 185 pounds, Kenta Tanaka.
Kenta Tanaka.
It's time to
We do the card packs at the end of the stream because we don't want to interrupt the flow of the show. But be noted that your redeem has been noted down. Like I was saying, Kenta Tanaka had an early running in his tournament, an early end to it also. Went one-on-one with Bulldozer, his fellow Deadshot Gang member. While the Oni club at the time, the Oni of the Deadshot Gang, couldn't advance, rooted on Bulldozer to become the DKW World Heavyweight Champion. We'll see that result later tonight, if indeed he is able to get that.
And his opponents, first from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at
But we talked about one member of DSG.
Ultimate Tiger, Bradley Ralph.
Now we jump to the other Mr. 12 time. 12 time, 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 12 time. Had to say it 12 times. You don't see it, but I'm smiling cheesily at the camera. Anyways, Bradley Ralph. Breathe. Whew, Bradley Ralph making his way to the ring. Went one-on-one with Riku Nakamura in a hell of a main event match. Who's exactly where he belongs in that main event title scene. And a 16-time tag champion. Brother, I won't have enough air to get to 16. Let's cut it at 12. Was looking forward to a dead shot final for that belt, but in the end, Riku Nakamura able to land that spear that won him the match. I believe it was a spear.
And from
Was able to advance to set up the main event of tonight.
weighing in at 315 pounds, Mountain Man Lex.
But speaking of giants, and speaking of Riku Nakamura, the man who fought him in that first round, I'll be 120% honest. We regard it as the battle of the continents. As Mountain Lax went back and forth for Riku Nakamura. Spears, tackles, leapfrogs, the whole 9 yards for two men too damn big to do half the shit that they do. I was reminded of Dominic Dijakovic and Keith Lee. Bradley needs 5 more world titles to tie with the man many people see as the GOAT. Good way of viewing it. This would be a good starting point, getting some momentum after being launched out of the tournament by that semifinal round. So momentum here could end up helping in this what-if scenario. Let's say Bradley Welt was to win this match, Bulldozer was to win the main event, become the world champion. If Bradley's able to keep his points up, Senton missed the mark. He would be able to challenge, while it wouldn't be the final of the tournament to see who takes the vacant spot. It would end up, ooh, springboard forearm. It would end up being a Deadshot Gang match for a title, just not in the regard that they thought it would be. As already Tanaka pulling out the hammer, trying to lay it into Ralph as he leaps off the top, tries to go for a cutter. Tanaka gets grabbed by Lax. Why does it sound like the Affleck duck? Rear waist lock. Ooh. And a spear! Look at the far leg. Kick out before 1 though. Lax not out of this yet. You hit the Dragonborn cutter all the time. Damn. Is the Dragonborn cutter gonna be like a moonsault situation? Is Bradley gonna miss the Dragonborn cutter all the time like I miss the fucking moonsault all the time? Is that gonna be it? Is that it? Was he that spited that he decided to make this his thing here? Got before 1 dropkick to the base of Tanaka's spine. Hits the regular cutter fine though. So it's just that Dragonborn cutter. Kicking out both legs. Kenta Tanaka showing his flags after that first round. Elimination lands Bradley right on that hammer. Bradley gets right back up. Fire in his eyes. It's both members of DSG going at it. Spinebuster. New power unlocked. Phantom becomes Dazul after absorbing one of his feathers last week. Oh no. I might have to put that big spear on Oba later. Oh god. So a new ability. Mimicry. I just become a duck now. Or is it not mimicry? Is it just specifically when I take a feather from Dazul? Ooh. That shotgun knee drop kick sending Lax into the corner. Tanaka using that Kamagoye. Tries to go for that hammer shot on Lax. Lax moves out of the way. Hits the flip. Dantum Dragut. RG13. I'm losing my... That sounds like a... I don't even know what the fuck to call that. That's not even a goddamn ship name. That's an Eldritch Horror. What are we talking about? Tries to go for a low angle kick. Brad tucks him in. Hoists him up. Tries to go for Jay Driller. Too much weight from the big man. Tries to weave off to the side. Not fast enough. Tanaka grabs a handful. Goes to the gut. Hits off the ropes. DDT. I think both members of the Deadshot Gang realize something. If they want to get a one-on-one going, they're going to have to get rid of... Whoa. I was going to say have to get rid of Lax, but it seems like that's not the case. My mistake. As Lax hoists Tanaka up. Oh! Double knee lung blower hooks the leg. As the Tiger takes out the tax. Drop kick. Yeah, man, is not moving. Rolls out of the way. Irish whip sends him northeast. Almost said northwest. Big chop. 2 chops. Elbow. Goes around back. Rear position. I do not want to know what he was going for when there are attacks that close to these 2 men, but now he has them up. Oh, Ryan's on his feet. Tanaka covering Brad. Tries to go for a DDT onto the attacks. Lax fights back. Goes for a stomp, and Tanaka feels the attacks first. Tries to go for a jumping roundhouse. Drop kick lands the big man. Lands, flattens. I need Oba to hit his spear in real life now. Honestly, that would be crazy. But I remember he said something about, like, not a rotator cuff surgery, but, like, he had issues, I think, with his back delts for a bit. I'm not sure if that's relevant as to why he doesn't use it, but I guess he always preferred the running European. That might be one of the reasons. Just theory crafting. Shot to the back of that. The Ditto transformation? No. What in the Pokemon Power name is that? Wait a minute, rear waist lock on Kenta. Oh! Dragon Sleeper suplex! Reminds me of one Jay White. It's now Bradley. Snare, I believe that's the snare trap, if I remember right. Arm and leg locked in, stretching the midsection. Tanaka struggling. And he has to tap. No, try to go for a back suplex. Bradley, tap on the head. Pulls the head in. Gonna go for Dre Driller again. Will he be able to get him up? No, again, too much weight on the back. Imagine Brock spearing somebody. Ooh, do you like breathing? Oh, springboard 450 clothesline. How the hell does a man that size do that? Count of 2, kick out. And now Bradley going one-on-one with another giant. Isn't the first time he's fought somebody this size, this imposing, this big. It was maybe the first time a big man this size has been this able to keep up with Bradley's agility in the ring. As Lax throws the door. Wait a minute, from the top. Cutter into the tax. I couldn't even narrate the rest. Count of 2 and a kick out from Lax. Dragonborn Cutter hit the mark. Onto the tax. Tried to go for that springboard forearm. Not close enough. Lax backing Bradley into the corner. Lax, you gotta get closer. Trying to go for it. I think that trash can obstructing him. Dropkick both men down. I think Bradley may have caught a stray tack in his arm. Throwing the table again. Rolls Ralph over. Hook in the far leg. I think he might be using the ropes for leverage. I don't know if that really does much. Especially with the way he might have grabbed him. I don't know. Forces Ralph into the corner. Tries to go for something. Elbow from Ralph. The Tiger's not put his... Tiger's not hanging up his fangs yet. Drop down. Tries to go for a double stomp. Misses it. Oh, the spinning heel kick from Lax onto Bradley. Count of 2. No, Ralph kicks out. And I know I'm swapping between first and last names. My brain's just going on instinct. Ralph of the Alps are taxing the Lax. All right. Try to go for a moonsault off of the ring side. Bradley knows this match has massive world title implications. That was so close last week. That is absolutely true. Double knee lung blower. He can hang up his fangs. Does Tiger have dentures? Hush. It was a term of speech. Look at a far leg. Mountain Lax takes the win. Barely caught Bradley with that kick. Seems like just barely was enough in the end. A hell of a triple threat match. All three of these men swinging from the rafters. Honestly, I think that might be Mountain Lax's first win in DKW. When God made men that size, he said two things. One, you will be the giants that walk the earth. And two, you are not meant to be doing shit like this. Apparently, Mountain Lax decided to take that second rule and shove it. Crushed his lungs with that tombstone lung blower. Yep. Left Bradley gasping for air. That was able to open him up to take this win. GG to Mountain Lax. Hell of a showing. Big payout in Bond's corner. Set up for our next match. What is said next match? Let me look at the match card. Find it over on Discord. The next match is a final match. Ladies and gentlemen, next match on the card will be the finals of the 4 tournaments we have been running. Now, a little bit of backstory to say how we got here. I'm not going to take too much of the time with it. Kobara versus Ignorance. All the finals for the rest of the show. That is absolutely right. Kobara in the first round would have Haley Niles going one-on-one with her, showing the ignorant Kobara. The ignorant Cobra. There we go. Hey, what's going on, V-Rosie? Oh, V-Roy's? Vero? V-Roy's? Let me know which one of those is right. Welcome in. How you doing? Hopefully your day's gone well. And hopefully you got some good stuff done with half the week jumping by in a flash. But story of one of these final matches, Kobara versus Ignorance. Kobara would have the first round against Haley Niles, going one-on-one with her. She would meet Amaya Knight in the second round off of Amaya's, well, frankly, upset win over Ann Knight. Still on about that. And would eventually find herself in this finals match on the opposite side of the bracket. Ignorance would go one-on-one with Jackie Parker in the first round, would be able to beat Jackie Parker, moving on to her second round against Lady Crow. Now, in that match, interesting thing, Velvet Dove, the current Miss Two Belt herself, apparently took problem with Ignorance. Trying to attack her during the match did not work. And Ignorance would eventually pin Lady Crow, even though it was so close for Crow to get the win there. Would eventually pin Crow to move on to this finals match. The winner of this match will be deemed #1 contender for the Women's Dragon Heart Championship. They'll have a shot to go one-on-one with said champion Velvet Dove at a later date. I can only imagine if Velvet is watching this due to the interference of the last match, she has someone she would like to face and someone she would not. Whatever reason that could be, but that's enough yapping. Let me get the predictions up and running. Winner of this match, tournament final, You know what? 2 minutes. Predictions are up. So we get down to ringside.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan. Cool!
Ladies and gentlemen, Kobara. The snake that apparently I haven't seen many people hate. A serpent. Serpent and permit don't rhyme. A certified serpent. A businesswoman. And someone who could probably compete with Scarlett Nakamura in terms of lack of brain cells. But we're not going there today. Kavara making her way to the finals of this match, going one-on-one with Ignorance. Set in just a little bit. Predictions are up. A little bit of time left. Say exactly who you believe could walk away with the win in this match. I think I should have added a bit more time. I feel like 2 minutes isn't enough.
And her opponent from Denmark, Empress No.
I was gonna say, I thought Ignorance had the crowd's favor for a bit, but the quick cheers overwhelmed with a Hail Mary of boos. They died. A bunch of people at ringside. Apparently not taken very kindly, and if anything, it makes sense. Her general attitude towards this tournament has been pin somebody, attack them after the match, refuse to let go, repeat. Definitely not someone that a lot of people in the ring and around very appreciative of. Though apparently she's got one person cheering her on. Go figure. God damn, you got fireworks up the ass. I hope you're paying for that. She's fine, so it's okay. That's crazy. Bara to the left, Ignorance to the right. Both women set up on this final match. Bell rings, and here we go. Finale for the tournament. A little bit of chain wrestling to start us out. First time we've seen that in a bit. Ignorance taking full control with it, though. For a striker like Bara, I can't imagine technical skill is up there, but I can never say it's not something she wouldn't have trained in her time in the ring. Kabara herself, a practitioner of strong style, with a little bit of a mix, in other words. Lucha Libre, maybe not one of her best. Kick to the gut, tucks the head in, goes for a suplex, nails it. You know what, it just hit me? Ignorance looks like if Melissa Ewing had a major ego, had the soul of a high school musical villain, and it was allergic to chili dogs. I'm fucking sorry. Moonsault! Connects. Wait a minute, Kabara trapping the head, trying to go for a quick pin here. Kick out at 4-2. The fuck was that? Oh! Scissor kick to the head. Tries to go for a toss. Ignorance countering. Time and time again. A little bit faster to the beat than Kobara is. So now the strength of Ignorance on display. Drops her face first. Ignorance springs off the ropes. Tries to go, I think, for a stunner there. Kobara moves right out of the way. Kick to the gut. Takes out the knees. And now again, trying to go for that roll-up. Same way she found her way to the finals. But a kick out of 2. Ignorance goes around back. Tries to go for a rear waist lock. Gets an elbow to the face. And now both women struggling for control. Ignorance gets a headlock in. Again, really reeling in that headlock. Trying to put more pressure on the head and neck. Around that jaw area. A lot of the muscle sits there. When you clamp down on it too tight, it starts to clamp in. It starts to tense up. It's hard to relax the muscles in your face when you barely get any blood to go to them. As Ignorance dominates that side of the technical exchange. Throws Kobara southwest corner. Kobara answers with the elbow. Goes around back. Looking for something. Straight jacket. German suplex. Ignorance backing himself into the back to the southeast corner. Ignorance looks like a real life version of an anime villain. I could see it. Corona tries to go for double axe handle. A kick to the gut. Trading places. Ignorance runs in. Big drop kick to the back of Kobara. And now. Huh. Okay. Hoists her up, tries to go for a body slam. Kobara counters with the DDT. Kobara looking for an opening kick to the gut. Decides to go for a striking exchange. So we've been through 2 technical bouts. Now we're going to my home. You want to get technical, that's fine. How about we start striking and see who comes out on top? And Kobara so far going beat for beat. Ignorance looks like how other guys talk about goth girls. And now both these women just swinging. We got a hockey fight on the ice. Comes out neutral. Neither one met. Oh, shit. I still don't know what the hell she's able to call on at a moment's notice, but if there is anything, is that gonna put Kobara away? No, kick out. Not enough to keep Kobara down, but Kobara is gonna have to fight back real quick. Moonsault, still some of that essence in the air. We saw her use that on Jackie Parker, and I think attempt to use it on Lady Crow. If I remember right, she wasn't able to really hit it. But a suplex, did she just fart? I have no idea. Kick out again from Kobara. Not out yet, but this is getting dangerous. Shot over the high upper back. Irish whip. Kobara sends Ignorance to the outside. That's the stock from the ropes. Kobara, what are you going for? Gotta come up with a plan. That could be a step to one. Kick to the lower back. Now trying to go for the midsection. Ignorance blocks it. Brings up the head again. And, oh! High angle F5, just driving the face of Kobara into the ringside. Pulls her over, tries to go for a quick pin. Is that going to be all she wrote for Kobara's run? No! Kick out. Still in this, but a lot of ground to make up. She's got to come up with something and keep to it. And now, again, Ignorance with this choke. Holding Kobara off of the floor. That is pure strength in the hands. Kobara's in danger and she passes out. Choked her to unconsciousness. Does Ignorance. As ladies and gentlemen, we now have our #1 contender. Same way she advanced over Crow.
Here is your winner, Empress.
Now she makes her way to the finals. Ow, and now again with the same submission. That you don't need to do this. What do you get out of this? Good God. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the #1 of the Dragonheart #1 contendership tournament on the women's side. Ignorance, the #1 contender, now crowned. Velvet Dove, that is your #1 contender. Keep your eyes out, because I only imagine it's a matter of time till all this spills out of the ring. GG to Ignorance, coming out as a #1 contender. She does to send a message to everyone, or in this case, Velvet specifically. That is a way to phrase. Wouldn't be too far off, but the end of every match. Gotta be a point. It's gotta be a point where you draw the line and call it. It's got to be. Reaction started for the next match. As the women's have had their finals, the men's need to have theirs. On the men's side, vacant title gold, a chance to finally become the Dragonheart champion, or start out your new career with the Dragonheart championship.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Men's Dragon Heritage Championship. Making his way to the ring from London, England, weighing in at 191 pounds, Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay making his way to the ring. I'll be completely honest, in terms of the men's Dragonheart championship, you could have given me $1,000 to play straight parlays and I would have come out broke, because neither of these two would have been in my finals. I would have been sounding like Ghost Toji. Straight up broke and sad. Fucking penny stocks would be the only thing I can do. Cause what the fuck? Will Ospreay overcame Melosi Talatanu, would overcome Mason Miles, two of, in my mind, the favorites to get to the finals, or at least the semifinals. find his way into the finals on the other half of the roster, or the other half of the tournament. This guy pulls up. I don't even know how to feel about both of these two. I ain't even got shit to really say.
And his opponent from Manhattan, New York, weighing in at 195 pounds, technical ace, Nathan Mercer.
Nathan Mercer. Technical ace. Went through both Damian Havoc and Logan Williams to find his way into this final match. Does he get higher? Does he get elevated? I am about to throw a sock at you. I don't know why I said sock. Keep getting sold. This young man did indeed train at the DKW dojo. This time, soccer on the mind. Shut up. Shut. If I remember right, I was told he grew a bit both vertically and put some meat on him. Maybe that's why we don't recognize him. I was told that. What's that mark at the bottom of that title? What is that? Honestly, I don't know who's gonna come out on top, but this is a match! Right hand from Ospreay. Springs off the ropes. Moonsault. Hits it. Nathan just came into this match and already getting overwhelmed by the aerial assassin. Calling elbow now. Getting in technical quarters. It's not something you want to do with Nathan Mercer. He may be the only one who calls himself the technical ace, but at the same time, he lives up to that moniker, whether I like to love him or hate him. This man went to Japan, studied technical wrestling, came back. While he was in Japan, met up with some British greats, learned a foundation of both Japanese and British technical wrestling. And that makes him dangerous when you want to get into a grapple game. Because stuff like that can happen at a moment's notice. It's not only that, but maneuvers like that can frustrate you extremely easily. They can set you off at a moment's notice and have you making mistakes. That is somehow how he managed to get all the way to this final. Saw Havoc make a mistake, aimed at the lower back, got the Boston Crab after sliding between the man's legs. Much of the same with Logan Williams when he found himself up against Uptown and sent him down. Ospreay needs to be conscious of that lower body. He needs to be conscious of his legs. He needs to be conscious that if this man Nathan Mercer gets an opening, he will use it. As Nathan maybe dug a little bit too deep, went to the high rope. Ospreay countered with a scoop slam? Scoop slam. 2 kicks to the ribs, a kick to the face, and now Ospreay forcing that boot right into the face of Nathan Mercer. Big boot. Kick out of 1. Tries to swing out the top, lands on the back of Mercer. Calling elbow again. Irish whip sends Mercer northeast. Keep getting fucked up. Mercer runs to the corner. Big clothesline. Bulldozer. Wrapping up, getting ready for his match. Later tonight, that main event. One of the 2 title matches happening tonight. It's Nathan Mercer, after hitting that backdrop, gets right back up to his feet. Ospreay definitively on the back foot. Rear waist lock. turns Ospreay around, tries to force him to the ropes. Ospreay, kick to the gut. Springboard, forearm. Look at the far leg now. Got one. Kick out. 4-2. Wait a minute, Mercer going for a quick roll up here. Kick out before one from Ospreay. Trying to get Ospreay up on his feet. Ospreay sweeps the legs. Getting a little bit of his breath back. He heads to the outside. Springs over. That kick straight to Nathan's chest. Push him away. Heads up to the top. Studying him, lying in wait. Comes in with that kick. Trying to go for more. But Nathan unloads forearms. Heads off to the ropes. Comes back in. And then that next snap. And that flip. Wrenching that arm, focusing all the weight of Ospreay up and over. Scooped him up, and again, all the targets that Nathan is aiming for. That back. Slam should have told you exactly what it was. Now again, trying to go for that midsection. Ospreay fighting him off, aiming those elbows to the back of the head. Kick to the gut. Ospreay winding up the arms. Maybe looking for Stormbreaker. Looking for that first title. Reign hits it. Hooks a far leg on Mercer. Ospreay could be walking away. Dragon Heart champion. No. Kick out from Mercer. Not enough to keep him down. Not yet. Kamigoye hits the knee. See the fury in Ospreay's eyes as he hit it. Moonsault collapses Mercer's entire back and chest. Ospreay still on the attack, but a kick from Mercer shuts it down. Calling elbow. Picks out the leg from underneath Ospreay. Trips him. Now just aiming for that leg. Trying to break down the aerial assassin. Trying to break his wings and keep him on the ground. Tries to go for a drop kick. Hits him. Barely clips Ospreay, but a kick to the side of the head. Full contact with Mercer. Gonna have him looking like the son of Kanye. Yo. Rolls out of the ring. Ospreay on the attack. Tries to go in for something. I'm not sure what it was. Nathan came in with that knee just at the right time. As Ospreay slams the face of Mercer into the ring. Remember, a count of 20 as per DKW ruling. Similar to New Japan rules. You think that would give someone like Ospreay, who's been wrestling under these kind of terms for so long, the heavy advantage, home court advantage in a sense. But the knee to the head, and now yeesh. Knee to the head, inverted DDT. Again, more damage to the back. Count of 6. As Mercer rolls him into the ring. Turns him over. Hook at the far leg. We got 1. We got 2. Kick out of 2 from Ospreay, but Mercer getting ever so closer. Wait a minute, wheelbarrow. Double stomp to the chest. Cuts Ospreay off at the pass. Again, hook at the far leg, trying to put him away. Trying to take the Dragon Heart title. No! Frustration starting to build on Mercer's face. Trying to remain calm. A lateral press. God damn it, the ad. But the ref catches Mercer in the act. An hour. We barely got into the next hour. And of course, the fucking ad kicks off. Okay. Hold on, let me snooze it. Roundhouse kick from Ospreay off the ropes. Gets him back in the drive. Yeah, gets him back in the driver's seat. So try to go for a running boot. Wait a minute, Mercer again, roll through, double stop. Hooks the far leg, count of 2, Nathan Mercer! to the dismay of the crowd, takes the Dragon Heart Championship. My parlay. To the dismay of the crowd. No submission needed to ground the aerial assassin. And Osprey's body gave out on him. That's an excellent way to put it. The back of the man.
Here is your winner and new Men's Dragon Heritage Champion, Technical Ace Nathan Mercer.
Wait, now that I think about it. All the match from the brutal wars he was in, all tournament finally caught up to him. The high-risk style of Osprey. Congratulations to Nathan Mercer, your new Men's Dragon Heart Champion. But something just clicked. You know what? Never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Congratulations to Nathan Mercer, your new Men's Dragon Heart Champion. We get into the next match. Well, actually, before we get into the next match, we're going to run a quick ad break so we make sure this stuff does not interrupt the next hour. We'll be right back. And once again, to those who are supporting the show through a sub and anything else of the sort, thank you so much for being here. You are appreciated. What clicked your mouse? That was mad loud. I'm sorry. That was louder than I thought it would be. Alright. So, next match is going to be an interesting one. I'm thinking about some stuff I want to do with Nathan. I can try to see something. Let me note this down, because I actually just got an idea. Just got an idea. Let me note this down. Oh! The fuck was the slap for? I'm over here taking down notes and shit. The ad break doesn't end for another 40 seconds. God damn it. Fuck I get slapped for? I'm a victim here. Color humor, more so slapstick. I am gonna slap you. Don't you dare go Goober on me. There we go. So that's something I have to record later. See if I can try to like play it. Back from us. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As we get to the semi-main event, and then the main event. Actually, let me do the outcome prediction. Damn. 91% was on Will's head. Nathan Mercer would be the one to come out ahead. Yo, what's up? What's up, bro? Well, not quite yet. So I have semi-final. Yeah. Still have semi-main event. Gene Kelly goes one-on-one with V to determine the number one contender to the women's the women's world championship. What I miss? You missed a few matches.
The following contest is scheduled.
Let me read out the match card.
Making her way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, Gene Kelly.
I mean, Gene from G versus V from Devil May Cry. All right. Somehow I thought Osprey versus Mercer was semi-main. Yeah, a lot of stuff happens, honestly. But let me pull up the matches from earlier tonight. First match was a fatal four-way dance. Mechagodzilla, Pimp Kane, Mason Miles, and Damian Havoc. Mason Miles did come out as the winner. Triple threat. Did Mason lose? No, he won. Your boy won. Triple threat and Knight, Lady Crow, and Karina Cortez. In that match, Karina Cortez will come out ahead. Another triple threat. Yuno Arai, Hinoka Ryoga, Onyx Kane. Yuno Arai would win that match. No, wait, no. Hinoka would. Fuck, I'm already forgetting. You missed Crow committing attempted murder. There was also that.
And her opponent from Manila, Philippines.
My brain's scrambling information already. Kabara went one-on-one. Well, I skipped that match. Bradley Ralph, Kensanaga, Mountain Lax, triple threat. Mountain Lax would win. Women's Dragonheart number one contendership final. Kabara versus Ignorance. Ignorance would take the win there. Men's Dragonheart championship match. Nathan Mercer is your new men's Dragonheart champion. What used to be called the D1 championship, now the Dragonheart. And now we have this match. Gene Kelly versus V. Again, another pairing I did not see going to the finals. Gene Kelly would defeat Danny Weaver, Yuno Arai, both women, to end up in the finals. Both previous DKW women's champions. While V would go through Onyx Kane, another new debut, and Hinoka Ryoga, famously known for competing with those prior women's world champions. Both of these two, not the finalists you thought you would see in a position like this, but at the same time, both women want that chance to compete with Velvet Dove for that women's world championship. And neither one is willing to back down. It's V now getting her hands on Jean, just throwing her around. Elbow straight to the chest. That's going to take her down a cup size. Targeting left arm. Tries to pick Kelly up. Kelly sweeps out the legs from under V. Now Kelly, using the ropes to gain some momentum into that lariat. Jean, not one to leave her feet very often. Damn near at all. She's not acrobatic. But she knows how to use the ropes in her environment to at least gain some extra momentum to help those strikes hit a little bit harder. V takes a running start. Big body splash. Jean going face first into the ropes. And now just strength on display. It's V. Measures her up, calling an elbow. Adds the back of the neck, sends her to the corner. Big gut shot. Elbow shot straight to the mouth. Gives Jean some space, but V right again, trying to go for that rear waist lock. Jean returns the favor. No. Switch. Hoists her up, trying to go for another backbreaker, I think, but a tap to the front of the eyes. Breaks that one up. Both women going counter for counter here. And now V locking in the bear hug, trying to slow momentum down and punish the lower back of Jean Kelly. Must also missed there apparently a million bags of thumbtacks under the ring and everybody using all of them. That too. There were some nasty fucking tack spots. That yeesh. Kick to the side of the head from Jean. Kelly showing off a little bit, but now wait a minute, roll up, trying to stack her up. No, wait a minute, V rolls through. Jean again going for another roll up, kick out. Both women back up to her feet. Jean through the ropes, Constantine special. Lateral press. Jean Kelly using the ropes for some added leverage. Kick out at one. And now both women go into a striking exchange. Via a member of the KWF roster. She's wrestled back and forth all over that brand. I'm not sure if she has any experience with a championship. I would have to go out of my way to ask Vez about that one. What I do know is that Jean Kelly, no stranger to a championship title match, no stranger to a championship match or even holding titles. She's managed to hold on to the GCA title for 365 total days. She's managed to prove a point on MEW. Holding a title over there. Wait a minute, lariat, hook of the leg. Could this be it for V? Kick out at two. Stomp to the leg. It's Jean. Sets up. Wait a minute. V takes out the legs from underneath Jean Kelly. Kick out at one. Fumbling my words. He tries to grab Kelly. Discus forearm. V gets right back up to her feet. You nasty. Choice to rock. Choke slam. Floors the Lionheart. Now big clothesline. Return fire. Two women who aren't afraid to swing big and swing hard. Going at it, just trying to knock each other's block off. Kelly switches to a DDT. Wasn't me, that's just how hard she hit her. I don't believe that. Drop kick. Far way down, but Kelly doesn't seem to mind the distance. Kick between the eyes from V. She gets right back up to her feet. Tries to grab Kelly. Kelly has to be a little bit elusive. Pump handle. Hoists her up. It goes between the lines. And Jean does not seem to care about the idea of V being counted out, but not just kicking at her. Shoulder tackle to knock V down again. V gets right back up to her feet. Right hand being unleashed. And a Saito suplex. V right now needs to get right back in the driver's seat. I'm not sure which plans she has, but I think this may have just been the opening she was looking for. God damn. Count of 6, a count of 20 with these D1 matches. The D1 Dragonheart match. DKW matches. Fuck, too many acronyms. Jean Kelly rolls V right back into the ring. Stomp to the leg. Brings the head up. Collar and elbow. Irish whip sends her to the ropes. Drop down. Leapfrog. Big clothesline. Took her head off. And now hooking a far leg. If there's any chance for V, she needs to get that shoulder up. No, there isn't. Jean Kelly moves on and wins the final to become the #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Velvet is gonna have her hands full with both women. Ignorance and Jean Kelly.
Here is your winner, Jean Kelly.
Damn, her face is red. Yeah, it's a lot of momentum now going into this championship match. That is absolutely true. Took out 2 former world champions on her way here. Took down the woman that, honestly, I thought was going to take this match after beating Hinoka Ryoga. But the Dove now has 2 big threats on her radar. Jumping from the women's championship to the men's. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, following last week's interaction between these 2 men, it's safe to say we had to draw a line, had to make threats. 2 were to lay hands on each other prior to this match starting. The whole thing's getting thrown out. Now, the only thing stopping them is a singular bell. Like retainer, will they get knocked out? That is the truth. Switching gears. Both these 2 have a unique way of getting to this final match. Riku Nakamura opened the tournament going 1-on-1 with Mountain Lax, a continental battle that would end up with Riku Nakamura making his claim and making it past that first round of the tournament. From there, he would go 1-on-1 with a familiar adversary, Bradley Ralph. In this case, Riku would win to advance to the finals. This would lead to Bulldozer snapping, not because Bradley was pinned, but according to him, this is just what needs to be done. According to him, this is just necessary to provide for what he has as family, his own family. This is necessary So after Nakamura had won that match, he was put into a siren song and attacked by Bulldozer. It took multiple men to try to convince Bulldozer to even let go. And Bradley Ralph, even in defeat, had to usher Bulldozer to the back, scolding him. Bulldozer's own way of getting to this final was first through Kenta Tanaka, then through Kenji Harada, two heavy hitters from Japan. Both world champions in their own right. Both, honestly, world champion material in their own right. And then that eventually would lead to the attack. After the show, both men would continue brawling into the back to where I was forced to make that ultimatum that both men need to keep apart from each other, not a single finger laid on each other until this match here. Once again, the only thing stopping them is the ring of a bell. I'm worried about my husband may do in this match. Honestly. But world championship on the line. The cultivation. 4 whole weeks of tournament round matches. Bulldozer, previous DKW World Heavyweight Champion, the God of Pro Wrestling, goes one-on-one with Riku Nakamura, the Blood Prince. I need to get predictions up, as we have reached our main event. Predictions are live. 5 minutes to cast your vote. Make your bets. Make your parlays.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Men's World Heavyweight Championship. Making his way to the ring from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 245 pounds, Bulldozer.
Bulldozer, like I stated earlier, prior DKW World Heavyweight Champion. Man himself laid claim to that title, won it, and proceeded to hold that belt after chasing it for so long. Held the belt for 197 days before being pinned and beaten by one Teddy King. Bulldozer says he has to provide for his family, taking this match into a very, well, what was supposed to be a simple match to crown a new champion ended up becoming pretty personal. After that attack last week and that subsequent brawl, I can only imagine what's going through his head, but like a few have said, we haven't seen Bulldozer like this since the first time he entered DKW. Told me he's prepared to end a career if he needs to. That's shit. Not that is shit, but you know what I'm saying.
From another time, weighing in at 241 pounds, Ruth.
Ladies and gentlemen, Riku Nakamura. Current MCW champion making his way to the ring. Explosive debut followed by a subsequent run through of the tournament. First title shot of, well, when it comes to the DKW championship in his career. Man, the game gets weird with that. Young man has all the tools to do it. Could win the title here, but you could see a god behind him. A man in his element. That's what it is for right there. That World Heavyweight Championship. Title has a hell of a history behind it. Title reigns. Oh, come in with a shoulder tackle. Animosity most likely stirred on by what happened last week. Immediate pin by Riku. Trying to take that title and not trying to waste any time in what it takes. Trying to pin the arms behind the back of Bulldozer. Rolls out of the way. Bulldozer trying to get his hands on Nakamura. Nakamura not giving him the chance. Staked for a slow start, try to go for a moonsault. Bulldozer moves right out of the way. Collar elbow tie up again. Bulldozer, German suplex, throws the kid. Now, attacking the... I'm pretty sure those are prosthetics. You're trying to do some damage, jam up the gears. Mess with the functionality of those on the way. At least I think those are prosthetics. Vaughn, are those prosthetics? Is he rocking prosthetics like his mom, or is it just a look? Let me know if I'm reading too much into it. Bulldozer attacking the head, wrenching the neck. Tries to go for a stomp. Riku moves out of the way. Clothesline. Prosthetically enhanced. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Riku springs right back up to his feet. Forearm to the knee. Takes Bulldozer off the top rope, but now maintaining control. Both these two men striking bit for bit. Guillotine. Guillotine on Riku. Guillotine locked in. Nakamura playing it smart. Not trying to move too much. Not trying to consume too much energy to get out of it. Smart move. Irish whip. Sends him north side. Drop down. Goes for the knee. Miscounts it. Miscounts the placement. Bulldozer going for a bit too wide of a wind up there. And now it's Nakamura. Starts to take it back into his advantage. But ringing that shoulder. He's using his submissions more to wear Riku down, I think. That is a good point. Saw an example of technical wrestling earlier with Nathan Mercer. German suplex. We've seen demonstrations of power and agility throughout the night from other names. This match, oh, try to go for a knee. Riku swatted it to the side. Bulldozer hitting the ropes. Riku takes a back step. I can only imagine both men studying game on each other. Fuck! As he drives the air out of Bulldozer with those knees to the ribs. Count of two. Kick out from Bulldozer. Went for the cost of sin with that knee. Cost of sin went right straight to the top. Tried to go for that cutter. Riku smart enough to dodge both. I have to give the kid his merit. Right now he's hanging in there with a previous world champion. Up and over. And it's that swinging neck breaker. Now Bulldozer amping himself up. Presses the attack on Riku. Tucks in the head. Powerbomb position, no. Nakamura throws him over. Nakamura hoists him back up to his feet. Bulldozer, kick to the gut. Second one, trying to go for that powerbomb position again, no. Kid has too much strength left in him. Bulldozer twice over tried to go for that. If there's a tactic, it is wear down the back, wear down the legs. If anything, cybernetically enhanced. So there's something there to wear down. Third time's the charm, gets Nakamura up on his shoulders. Hoists him up, lands the face right into the turnbuckle. And now measuring. Oh, tries to go for that knee. Riku gets straight out of the ring. That was with the quickness. Clothesline catches him though. I have not seen someone counter that move by simply leaving the ring like that, but that's a first. Right hand. Second one, back in Nakamura into the corner. Irish whip. No, Nakamura reverse. Bulldozer comes in with that knee. Has him dazed on the floor. Shot to the head. Moves out of the way. Spear. Makes up the distance. Hooking a far leg. Is this gonna do it? Count of two. No. Shoulder up. Not enough. And you can hear the crowd with the fight forever chant. It's both men burning the wick. Let's try to keep it going. Riku backing into the strength. Doing his best to keep the former champion on the ground. But Bulldozer showing why exactly how he got that title. Revelation! Not done yet. That pedigree, that revelation. Now running in. Oh, that's new. Headlock driver sending Riku's face right into the mat. A kick out of two. And now just headbutting him. Beating on Riku. Part the seas. Oh, my bad. Called the wrong name. Tries to go for a crossbody. Riku moves out of the way. Irish whip. Bulldozer sent to the ropes. Dragon Rana. Smart move by Bulldozer, getting the hell out of the ring. A pinfall cannot happen on the outside, but mistakes can. As Riku tries to go for that elbow drop. Missed it. Hits the knee. Remember DKW ruling, you got 20 seconds on the outside to do whatever the hell you want, but Riku not planning to stay on the outside for long. Bulldozer getting quickly back up to his feet. Gut shot, looks like both men decided to go blow for blow. An open palm strike to the face. Balling up the fist, trying to go for a second. Nakamura blocks it. Bulldozer blocks it. Nakamura blocks another one. Gives Bulldozer a free hit. That's not what you want to do with someone like Bulldozer. That is a technical wrestler right there. He knows you're going to give him an open shot, and if he starts peppering the right spots, you're going to regret it. Do not do that. Never mind. Apparently, the kid knew what he was doing. So we're leaving it all in there. That is a light way of putting it. That's another spear from downtown. Look at a far leg again. Is that going to be all she wrote? And it is. Game? Oh, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, your new DKW World Heavyweight Champion, Riku Nakamura! 2K lost his parlay. It was betting against Riku. I was gonna say, that loading screen was weird.
World Heavyweight Champion,
Riku Nakamura! Ladies and gentlemen, not the first belt this young man has held. The Blood Prince is reigning on 2 thrones today. 2 belts for the young man. A win at the end of the tournament. A hell of a back and forth match. A brutal affair. Every bit of it left right there in that ring. Honest to God, congratulations. The young man came in this tournament with a lot on his mind. Wanted to live up to his family's name, try to bring 2 belts back, and I think he has just accomplished that. GG to both men. A hell of a hard-fought match. Bit of anger in Bulldozer's eyes as he makes his way to the back. Thankfully leaving it at just the stare this week. Gonna have to check up on him after this match, but congratulations to both men. If I had to imagine, kid on cloud 9 as of right now. Congratulations once again to both men. A hell of a hard-fought match. A hell of a standard bearer. It's how you make your way to the title. Now the hard part starts. Just ignore the fact that I was slurring almost every word there. Good God. Like mother, like son. That boy got Nakamura in them jeans. That's for damn sure. Number 1 contenders, Ignorance and Gene Kelly. Set to go after the women's Dragonheart title and the women's world championship respectively. Nathan Mercer become the new men's Dragonheart championship. Here we might find some words from Mercer following the match. Might. I'm not really sure. I don't even know if he's backstage right now. Gene Kelly. Laner claim. Riku Nakamura making his name. Mason Miles win the Fatal 4-Way to start off the night. Karina Cortez would follow promptly in that triple threat. Hinoka Ryoga would win out over Yuno Orion, Onyx Kane. Mountain Lax would take the win over Bradley Ralph and Kenta Tanaka. That would be all the matches we had for tonight. 2 new champions in the men's division crowned for tonight. A big congratulations to those 2. As I believe that will end tonight's episode of DKW. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming to the show. Now I don't have to worry about my husband for now anyway. I'm officially open to returning to DKW. Hey, all you need to do is put your name on the dotted line whenever. Welcome back to the roster. Roster. Fuck. W show, WQ. A hell of a match. Hell of a show. And I'm very glad that entire thing, or entire time, it didn't break down into just pure fucking chaos. That is very much appreciated. It actually worked. It didn't just die, which is great. All things considered, I'd say tonight was a pretty good one. I'll update the brackets. I'll get all that set and updated. In the meanwhile, I'm just imagining how the women's division is going to play out, to be completely honest. Attack from Velvet Dove earlier in the tournament. if you're gonna lead to some, but now Gene Kelly also on her heels. Good question. Do you think red and gold would be a good color combination for Minerva? Honestly, I think it would work. It would parallel her husband. Also, I don't think anyone in DKW has a yellow and gold aesthetic. Yeah, yellow and gold? A red and gold aesthetic. Closest would be Hinoka with red and silver, but that's pretty much it. So I think altogether it's pretty good. But once again, congratulations to new champions crowned tonight. Hell of a... What? What are you talking about? What do you mean there's a... Please tell me we're not doing another brawl. Are you serious? The hell do you mean ignorance and Get me a camera! Oh, for fuck's sake. For fuck's sake, we were just about to end the show. Ah! We were just about to end the show. Why? We even started this. Why? The fuck? Fucking hell. For what reason? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of this? What the hell is the reason? Why are you dragging her away? What is this? You two don't even have beef. You don't have beef. Why are you trying to put her through a table? Aren't you both after Velvet? What the fuck? What is... Alright. Alright. Y'all motherfuckers are gonna give me an early aneurysm. Why is there a third party? For what reason? You both have beef against one woman. You're both number one contenders. Why are you trying to Why? What the fuck is going on? What is the reason? What is the purpose? What do you gain? What do you gain from this? My fates now. What is the reason? What purpose? Why? You are ignorant, Gene. You two aren't even in the same fucking division. What is the point? Ah, God. I thought they were just gonna jump. That's what I thought, but now it's just breaking out into everyone swinging at everybody. And I was just attacking the spot. Why? For what reason? She has to defend against the both of you anyways. Why? Oh God! Velvet, this is not a good time to taunt. I know they're fighting each other, but this is not... Good God. For what reason? For what reason? For what reason? Ow! All y'all had to do was wait until next week. All y'all had to do was wait until next week. All you had to do was wait till next week. Why are you taunting so much? She's right there. MCW star becomes the champ, and now the backstage chaos is amped up immediately. What the fuck was that sound? What the fuck was that sound? What the fuck was that, a portal opening? Who's opening a portal? Y'all are gonna make my blood pressure act a damn fool! God! Gene, put down the tombstone. Put down the tombstone. Thank you. Thank you for listening to me for 5 seconds. Please don't send yourself over the edge. God damn it, Velvet. Why? Did you just try to miss her? Why am I hearing spirits of the damned? Fucking God, why? Oh God, okay. Can we get someone back there? For the love of God. Ah! Please, for the love of God, can we get someone back there? Why is it 2 shows in a row? We seemingly can't just keep shit peaceful. What happened? Season 4? No, not season 5. Season 3. No, yeah, season 3 was peaceful. Season 4, okay, a little bit of chaos, but at least it was in the ring. Season fade. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out what the fuck to do about this one. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to figure this one out. This is killing me. I have a tournament final. One duo of men don't try to kill each other for once. I'm happy. And then immediately the women jump in like, hey, it's my turn. Why? Good God, why? But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna end this episode. I'm gonna see if I can lower my I'm gonna see if I can lower my blood pressure. Cause good God. Fans are now suffering backstage shenanigans. I'm losing my mind, man. It was supposed to be a simple match. A nice one-on-one. This used to be a nice neighborhood. And then motherfuckers want to throw everything everywhere. God damn it. Tomfoolery. I'm losing my mind, man. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of DKW. Be sure to check EFED News in case there are any more bits of information we can gather from all this. So far, it's just hell. Can't wait till someone gets sent off the hand. God, I pray that does not happen, but knowing this show now, it seemingly is going that direction, and I don't like it. Seems like to me, ignorance and Gene are too cowardly to give Velvet a fair one-on-one. Honestly, that's what it looked like at first. Both of them were working together. And then afterwards, all hell broke loose, and all 3 of them just started swinging in either direction. So, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see if I can try to get something going. Fuck, I don't want to resort to that. I really don't. Alright. Velvet, I'm gonna need you to find yourself a tag partner. Since motherfuckers want to brawl, the least we could do is even the odds. So we're gonna see if we can find a tag partner for Velvet. Velvet, find yourself a tag partner. Ignorance, Gene, you two, since you want to 2-on-1 somebody, you two get ready for a tag match. Whether you like working together or not, now you're making yourself as a duo. So congratulations to that. Both of you teaming up. You're going up against Velvet and a partner of her choice. We're gonna see what we can do by next week. Alright? Gonna see if something good can actually come from this, or else we're all just losing our collective fucking marbles now. So that's gonna be a match set for next week. Tag match. Velvet gets someone on your side. You two gotta keep from swinging at each other's heads until shit goes down. Cool. Doesn't matter. We're doing it. Fucking hell. Thank you all for watching. Let me see if I can find someone to actually raid. Let me get some music going on as we end the show. Anybody live? You know what? Let's go drop in on a new AFED. Not new as in it just popped up, but new as in like I haven't seen it before. We're gonna go right. Don't forget the 2 card. Oh yeah, wait. Before we actually, I forgot. Before we end it, hold on. That almost slipped my mind. Thank you for catching that, Tox. I almost slipped my mind. So DKW portion of the show was over. I can say that without doubt. That is over. Let me. Card pack opening. Let me set this up. I don't know why I stopped the music. You know what? We'll keep playing it. I just set it up on this, right? Yeah, I did. I'll see if I can get to work on maybe like an opening for DKW, because I think that would be cool. Want to try implementing more production value into the roster itself. That, activate. Do this so the screen isn't so cluttered. Alright. So one thing I will say is I did get some new stuff, right? For the card pack. One of them is this. I bought an entire box. It was $70. Is that a smart? Is a smart financial decision? No. I never said I had them. Spent like $100 earlier today on like movie tickets. So, go figure. I copped the whole box. Along with this, we also have superhero play boosters from the recent Marvel release. We do still have the Spider-Man, and we also have the Avatar. And then we have some rarity collections and legendary duelists on the Yu-Gi-Oh side of things. Yeah. I had $100 that I was given, so I decided to stock up for stream. So we're not running out for a bit. So first up, Tox. Are you still going for the Spider-Man pack, or has the options shifted what you are going for? How are you feeling? Let me know which card pack you're feeling, Tox. Go for Spider-Man. Alright. Put this box away. You don't mind because I want the Battle of Legend. Alright. Let me open the box. The funny thing is, when I first got like the box Battle of Legend, I sat there and I was like thinking over it. I asked the dude at the counter what was the price for it. Originally he said 90, and I was like, fuck, that's gonna hurt. I got lucky because apparently it was actually just 70. And it was like, how many packs in this? 24 packs. So $70 for 24 packs is like... Let me pull out my calculator. My brain is not good with math on the spot. So each pack is about like 280. Not terrible when you think about it practically. $70 for 24 packs is a heist for Pokemon. For Pokemon, that's more than a heist. That's goddamn Mission Impossible. What the fuck? You know how bad Pokemon prices are right now? Oh! Hey, you keep your hands to yourself. Alright. I actually like the chibi designs. Well, there's new chibi extended art cards, so maybe we'll find one. We'll see who's lucky enough to pull one from this box. It was completely wrapped up, so I know they aren't, like, shirking me. I actually trust that card shop. Alright. First up. Tox. Turn on the light up here. Oh! Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Motherfucker, I will take your hands away. You forgot, I could turn these off. I can take your hands away. You didn't know that was one of the newer powers. Someone added that to the wiki. Give him the Sonic rings. I can take someone's hands away. No, not the hands. Oh! Man, if you don't keep your... Alright. First up in the Spider-Man pack, Illusion Villain. It is the wrong way. Well, that's the token. Doc Ock Henchman. Steel Wrecking Ball. Grow Extra Arms. Risky Research. Thwip. Venomized Cat. Vago and Schmear. News Helicopter. Sudden Strike. The rings are Swerve Blocker. Sandman's Quicksand. Supportive Parents. Rent is Due. And looks like... Yep. Venomized Cat. Again. Reflective Venomized Cat. And then Sinister Hideout. So I'm guessing Venomized Cat. Yep. Venomized Cat. Congratulations. Venomized Cat. I need to check why the Spotify thing isn't working. Because it should be showing what song these are, but it hasn't been working for a minute. I have no idea why. Alright. So that's Venomized Cat sleeved. Take the rest of these cards. Honestly, with the amount of cards I have, I'll probably start selling some of them as bulk. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll, like, give it to a store. Like, not even sell it, just hand it back to them. I know the store I go to has been... Please, you can rob me anytime. Hey, wait, what? Nah, say that shit with your chest. Say it louder for the people in the back. Falcon, for yours. As always, the slap. Fairy Tale Sleeper. Gaga Escape. Ooh. Tyrus Keeper of Genesis. Okay. Shadow Doll Fusion. Dragoonity Divine Axe. Wait. Oh, it's part of the okay. These are good packs. Goddamn. So, which card tickles your fancy today? I have a feeling, but I'll let you say it. Keeper? Tyrus, Keeper of Genesis. Tyrus Genesis Keeper, the Keeper of the Genesis. Both of these two will find their way into Time Trapper Kicks a Rock, Blue Eyes Black Dragon, Red Eyes White Dragon. I feel like you mentioned that yesterday. Those are the two. So we ended off the DKW section. Now we actually, I think, end stream. I believe. I got another one for that format. Oh, really? Let's hear it. Blastard and Charcoise. Blastzard and Charcoise. You know, Charcoise is actually a... Charcoise isn't a bad name for a fire type, to be honest. I was supposed to be Charroise, but Charcoise isn't a bad name. Alright. With that said, I believe we caught up with everything. That's it all. Thank you for joining us for this episode of DKW. I'll get these two beauties right here in the white book. I'm probably going to upgrade the book because the white book is very easy to bend in on itself, and that kind of messes up the cards. It's pretty cheap, all things considered. I don't think I should keep them there for long. But thank you for watching this episode. Next week, we have tag match set up. Gonna have to see who Velvet Dove's tag partner is. And, well, we'll get to see, at least I believe, Nathan Mercer and Riku Nakamura. Not defending their titles yet, but after winning that title, you gotta prove you can hold it. So probably see them in matches along with a lot of other talent. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I will see each one of you. I will see each one of you beautiful people in the next one. Fuck. Icarus, thank you for this 3 stream streak. Red, thank you for the 10 stream streak. Appreciate every single one of you. I'll see each one of you beautiful people in the next one. Sayonara. We're gonna go raid SCW Wrestling. Stay tuned. Feel free to drop either Dragon Raid or, honestly, we don't have a raid icon yet. Just the normal Tombstone raid. Gonna get the raid started. Once again, thank you all for joining. I'll see you, true beautiful people, next Thursday, 7 p.m. We're going back to Ninja Storm 3. My nostalgia. And we're gonna start the 4th Great Ninja War. See you then. I said sayonara like 4 times, but you know what? Sayo. Na. Ra.